What's up, peeps? Hashtag woke gang on point in this bitch. Thanks for tuning in to Truth Spitter TV. Welcome to the Juan Cortez Report. I'm Juan Cortez. Without further ado, I'm gonna get right to the shit.
As I was trolling the internet this week, I found some shit that needs to be discussed. So in this episode, we're gonna take a look at this whole social media shutdown bullshit, and then we're gonna peep in on these Pandora papers and see what's popping over there and what that's all about. Here's the clip.
Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus VR are all down. They have been for about an hour. Shares in Facebook have fallen 5.5%, representing $50 billion in market value. Even folks who use their Facebook credentials to sign into other apps are having difficulty. Some folks are wondering if this has anything to do with the Facebook whistleblower episode of 60 Minutes last night, where a former employee and head of the Civic Integrity Department alleged that Facebook would always choose profit over safety. She copied tens of thousands of pages of Facebook's own research showing that they only take down 3 to 5% of hate. Facebook released a statement on Twitter saying that they're working hard to get things back up, but in the meanwhile, enjoy TikTok.
One of the most shocking pieces of information that I brought out of Facebook that I think is essential to this disclosure is political parties have been quoted in Facebook's own research saying, "We know you changed how you pick out the content that goes in the home feed. And now, if we don't publish angry, hateful, polarizing, divisive content, crickets. We don't get anything. And we don't like this. We even know our constituents don't like this. But if we don't do these stories, we don't get distributed." And so it used to be that we did very little of it. And now we have to do a lot of it because we have jobs to do. And if we don't get traffic and engagement, we'll lose our jobs.
One of the internal Facebook studies on the new algorithm concludes, quote, "The current set of financial incentives our algorithms create does not appear to be aligned with our mission." What does that mean?
So Facebook's mission is to connect people all around the world. When you have a system that you know can be hacked with anger, right? It's easier to provoke people into anger. And publishers are saying, oh, if I do more angry, polarizing, divisive content, I get more money. Facebook has set up a system of incentives that is pulling people apart.
And yet it's profitable.
It's very profitable for content producers, and it's profitable for Facebook because people continue to engage.
Pandora papers are 11.9 million leaked documents, comprising 2.9 terabytes of data, that were published by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists beginning on October 3, 2021. The news organizations of the ICIJ described the document leak as their most expansive exposé of financial secrecy yet, containing documents, images, emails and spreadsheets from 14 financial service companies, in nations including Panama, Switzerland and the UAE, surpassing their previous release of the Panama Papers in 2016, which had 11.5 million confidential documents. At the time of the release of the papers, the ICIJ said it is not identifying its source for the documents. In total, 35 current and former national leaders appear in the leak, alongside 400 officials from nearly 100 countries. Among those names are former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Chilean President Sebastián Pinera, Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta, Montenegrin President Milo Đukanović, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Qatari Emir Sheikh Tamim, United Arab Emirates Prime Minister and Dubai ruler Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Gabonese President Ali Bongo Ondimba, Lebanese Prime Minister Najib Mikati, Ecuadorian President Guillermo Lasso and Cypriot President Nikos Anastasiadis. More than 100 billionaires, 29,000 offshore accounts, 30 current and former leaders, and 336 politicians were named in the first leaks on October 3, 2021.
Seems like to me another conspiracy to throw up on the shelf, peeps. Whistleblowers, Pandora papers. The fuck is really going on, Truth Gang? You would think by now we'd all be woke with all the damn coincidences that just keep on happening. Pedophiles, aliens, vax, unvaxxed. If you ain't right with Yahshua now, you better get right. Sounds like to me it's in game.